So if you're anything like me, you've always wanted a Dragon Ball game that looks just like the anime, but plays the entire story with some fairly satisfying combat and the unfortunate side effect of reminding you how old you are. To give you the TLDR, this game is it, especially if you're a die-hard Dragon Ball fan, and even if you're not, this is still a pretty good time. So if you don't want to watch anymore, pick up the game. It's relatively cheap, it spans the entire story, and it's fairly satisfying, but if you want to get into some details, stick around. This is, in my opinion, one of the few Dragon Ball games that nails the anime's art style without feeling stiff or plastic. You got the vibrant backdrops of West City and Namek, and the dynamic energy effects mid-battle. The visual presentation feels lovingly handcrafted by people that actually grew up with Goku as their Saturday morning hero. Cinematics are pulled straight from the anime with a few liberties that honestly enhance rather than distract. Watching Gohan's transformation or Vegeta's sacrifice in full 3D with fluid animation and dramatic camera swings, it hits differently when you're the one behind the controller. To add to that level of immersion and feeling like you're actually interacting with the anime, the game brings back nearly all of the original English voice actors, and that alone earns it major nostalgia points. Hearing Sean Schemmel scream his lungs out or Chris Sabat grumble every proud Vegeta line, it's incredible. The soundtrack is also a highlight, mixing classic Dragon Ball Z tunes with new arrangements that feel authentic and keeping the theme of the anime without being some copy and paste job. As for the combat, unfortunately, this is where things do dip just a little bit. Kakarot uses a real-time action RPG battle system that's flashy, responsive, and makes you feel like a Super Saiyan for maybe the first 10 hours or so. But after a while, the cracks do start to show. Combos are limited, enemy AI can be predictable, and a lot of fights do turn to variations of dodge spam, key blast, repeat. But that's if you're looking to min-max it. You can have fun with this and mix it up at your own leisure. But if you're trying to do things as efficiently as possible, it will turn into a predictable series of events. That said, boss battles against major villains do shake things up. These encounters have cinematic intros, screen-shaking finishes, unique mechanics, and even some mid-fight cutscenes that bring real weight to moments like Goku vs Frieza or Gohan vs Cell. Just don't expect the moment-to-moment combat to evolve much over time. Now, Kakarot does brand itself as an RPG, and to its credit, there are a lot of stats, skill trees, and subsystems to poke around in. The progression can feel a little sluggish. You level up, sure, but unlocking new moves or transformations sometimes feels slower than Goku charging the Spirit Bomb. There's also the community board system, where you assign character emblems to themed boards for passive bonuses. It's fine, it exists, it looks cool on paper, but quickly turns into a tacked-on spreadsheet that you kind of forget about until a tooltip reminds you it's there. Outside of the main story though, there are side quests, and they range from mildly amusing to pure filler. You'll help random NPCs collect ingredients, reunite lost friends, or fight off low-level baddies. Occasionally, you'll get a fun character moment, like seeing Yamcha try and fail to flirt, or Goten asking deep questions about the universe, but more often than not, the side content feels like a brief distraction rather than a meaningful addition. But that said, flying around the world, chasing orbs, fishing, hunting dinosaurs, gathering the Dragon Balls, it does capture the feel of Dragon Ball's lighter moments, even if the gameplay around it can be a little lacking. So overall, where does the game stand? It's a love letter to fans first and a game second. The anime-faithful visuals, returning voice cast, and an iconic story are all polished to a shine, but it's held back by a slightly repetitive combat system, slow progression, and RPG systems that don't always justify their existence. Still, if you grew up watching Goku yell at rocks or scream mid-transformation for 5 minutes straight, this game's for you. It's a playable anime marathon, and for most fans, that's more than enough. I'd give this 5 out of 7 Dragon Balls. It's not quite a wish granted, but still a power-packed adventure worth taking. God, that was a terrible rating, forgive me. Anyway, if you liked this review, hit that like button like Frieza just told you your planet's got 5 minutes left, and give us a subscribe. Drop a comment below with your favorite saga, and let me know, did Kakarot live up to your expectations?